resources such as food and anything else we need on the way. More than that, I will need some potions. I managed to unlock them a while ago, and they are called Vehemence Elixir. Let's see. Now, this is the Vehemence Elixir. It's quite great when it comes to visiting areas with extreme temperatures. Basically, if you can have a look over here, one of the steps, well, to be more specific, the last step is finding the volcano. And as we enter the volcano, you will actually need this in order to resist the high temperatures. Let's see, I don't think I have some shield around that might be useful on such an occasion. I just need to remember where I left it. Yeah, so before going to the volcano, I will be going the frozen area. So this is the perfect shield for that occasion, Soul Spiel. Okay, just to get faster to the locations, I will also have this guy with me. Okay. Let's see. It does have some food, so as you can see, the first step is finding the summoning place. Now, I've already been close by. It is the what I like to call capital of the Safari cannibals. It's marked different than the other camps. As you can see, they are all white. This one is red. And we can see exactly what's waiting over there. Fortunately, this place where I have my camp is quite close to it. Now, there are other ways to do this journey. If you already have the map room unlocked, you can use the obelisks and teleport close by. If not, you can just do it as I am doing it now. Grab your horse and then follow the road to those objectives on the map. So this is not extremely necessary to do. Personally, I don't find that blade, that sword, to be a lot more useful than some other ones that you can grab from legendary chests. But it is a good sword, and if you're a completionist, then it might actually be a good idea to complete this journey as well. And as always, these guys are annoying. I have no idea what's happening to my trolls. There we go. One of them is actually in a fight over here.
You're gonna take me.
Yeah, so as I said, this is the summoning place. As you can see, it's quite large compared to all the smaller camps around it. I haven't unlocked all of them. I think the second one as size would be this one, Sculptor's End. The rest of them are quite small compared to these two. If you want, you can have a look around my previous videos, and I do have one where I've included these locations. Yeah, so this is quite an easy place if you're going as I am right now at level 60, especially if you're going with engaged equipment. There are some trolls around here. Most of them are fighters or archers, NPCs. Okay, as you get yourself over here, and then they're waiting. Okay, now over here, as you reach the summoning place, there is a journal that can teach you the spank emote. Usually this is where you find a cook on the left side, and most of the time I think it's a random NPC over here. Oh, apparently they're both random. So sometimes you can find dancers, sometimes you can find armorers. Depends on your luck. Over here there will be a cook though. Okay, you can have a look around, maybe you can find something useful. Now this is one of the best places to get yourself gear for alchemist. At the time, instead of that priest, alchemist will spawn. As you can see, you can find all sorts of trolls in here. Let's see, I think there was something else. Yeah, there's another journal over here teaching you some emotes related to the Yog religion. Of course, there's also some sorcerers around. It's still oopsie. It's still during the event, so I might as well take their skulls. Witch hunt, I think. Again, some random crafter over here usually. And at the top there's usually a sorcerer and a cannibal brute. Cannibal brute is quite strongish, unless you've got some really strong weapon like I do. Coming here early game, then the cannibal brute won't be so nice, but they can make a good troll for you. Okay, now over here you've got the skull taker knowledge. Let's see, I already have plenty of knowledges unlocked, so it's a little bit tricky to find it. It should be somewhere around here. This basically allows you to craft some decors. It skulls on them. As I said, I think I did unlock way too many knowledges, and now it's quite hard to get to it. Apparently there is a faster way to do it. Yeah, so this is the knowledge skull taker. You've got the Impale Skull version 2, version 3 and version 4. You can also find those here from time to time. And that is pretty much it. Okay, now going back to the other side, there are a few more enemies. Usually there's a fighter or an archer over here. And at the top there's again a cannibal brute. I have no idea where they disappear though. Usually there is supposed to be another cannibal brute and a sorcerer, and again some more decoration parts, armor pieces and other early on stuff. And of course over here you've got specialist cooking 6 and 1. Let's find them. Now specialist cook 1 can offer you some nice recipes. Specialist cooking 6 is quite nice because of the availability of the hearty feast, which gives 20% strength bonus to your trolls. And this is pretty much the Black Galleon. Oh, now I know why everyone disappeared. It's because I'm actually getting into the middle of the event. Now, this was a bit surprising, to be fair. I think I've already went through this recently. This is one of the easy events or encounters that can happen in the game. To destroy these pillars, I think there's 4 of them. And of course, you can also kill the skeletons on the way. And then when everyone is dead, you can handle Seneschal. Yeah, so this is Grave Matters. Let's see. Yeah, so as you can see, the Seneschal will drop quite some decent things, including some second-man weapons from time to time, apparently. Personally, I normally find all of these things very, very useful, so I'll quickly grab what I need and then head over to the next destination. Okay, so next on the journey is finding the Black Galleon. Once again, it is something I have found and it is quite close to this place. See. Yeah, so if you don't feel like riding a horse over there, you don't have to. Just trying to make my journey a little bit faster, as I will go explore these locations. Again, since this is a playthrough dedicated mainly to new players, don't forget you can always use your map and have a look around. I think there are actually some clues over here where you can find these locations. Oh, apparently there aren't. Yeah, so you will just have to explore. Now, this video, this live stream will actually make it easier for you to find them. Unless you want to explore the map on yourself at your own pace. Yeah, so basically, if you do reach them at some point, I think the journey unlocks at level 25. So if you do reach them at some point, you can just swap to the journey. You won't have to go after them, as I am right now. So it's not necessarily in order to pick a step on the map, on the journey, sorry. You just need to get to that location on the map. You don't necessarily need to go through the camp as I am, but these locations are quite important, and you might find, like I did earlier, some knowledges that will help you. Okay, so as you can see, I've already found it, but I am far away from actually visiting it. I'm going this way to have a look. Okay, so if you're here on the map, you can come through this river, and you can see the Black Galleon is at the top. I didn't really unlock any other camps from the Black Hand. This is why you can't really see them. I did unlock some of them over here, the jungle side, so that's one way to know these are the pirates, by seeing that black flag. So as I go up with quite a few rock noses.
Put your weapons up.
And of course, you start meeting the pirates. Yeah, so I still have no idea why everyone is going after my horse. Well, usually after any mount, they're going. Okay, so over here you will have plenty of them. If you're early in the game, they can make good trials for you. Although, to be fair, I do prefer to go at the summoning place, because those are a lot easier to knock down. Yeah, of course, you can have a look around here. Yeah, so this is a way to get onto the galleon. So even if they haven't got some really strong weapons, they can still damage you. I am wearing one of the best armors in the game and they are still doing damage. Okay, now if you have noxious gas arrows, you can also make your journey a lot easier. So basically once you get in, you're gonna be flooded with enemies. You'll see what I'm on about pretty soon. There we go. You don't need to worry if you're late in the game. But earlier in the game, these guys would be quite tough. So just make sure to be well prepared to dodge their attacks.
I swear I can see them, matey.
Yeah, so as I said, if you have some noxious gas arrows, you won't be attacking works that much. There's plenty of trolls around.
You'll dance for me now. Can't believe it.
Most of them have some iron weapons. Well, some of them do have some steel weapons, I think. So once again, they can damage you quite a bit. Again, plenty of enemies waiting around. Over here there is a flag, banner, you can interact with it and then you are able to craft it yourself. You want to make yourself a backhand thing. There's a second one over here in case you use the other one. Again, lots of trolls in this area, lots of NPC enemies.
Hands where I can see them, Cutlass was growing rusty.
Hands.
And one of the most useful things, if you don't need a fighting trowel that's named, this guy will always be here, Captain. Most of the time he will drop some useful things. Okay, this is nice. Might as well take it with me. Okay, so, oh, that's nice. As you can see, some other random named trolls, named fighters might be here, and they can drop heavy armor pieces. Now, as you have a look around, you can basically explore the place a little bit. Let's see. Over here there is the Seduce emote. Or emote. I think I've already drawn them out, but usually inside this place you'll find 1 or 2 trolls. There are some drinks over there.
As ordered,
Got
we
the
tracked
first
the deserters
mates.
into the southern desert.
Report
We
over
found
here.
Kobe here hidden in the shelter of a rocky outcrop, muttering to himself. Of the others,
You can read it.
sign. I asked
Not very
Kobe
useful
tell
to
me
keep
what
though.
happened, and I got this wild tale, which I've written down.
And again,
We
there are
weren't
some more
deserted. We was off hunting
guards
treasure.
around.
Jacob had it in his mind that them bloody ruins, the one that the
Yeah,
brace
over
calls
here,
the observatory,
as you go
was full of
down,
treasures.
you will notice
Jacob
there
got
are
me and the
more
poster all along, and he took us to the cliff
enemies
with a
on the
length of
way.
stout rope and a plan to go climbing. Well, the ascent was steep and dangerous on account of us doing it during the night time to avoid them cannibals across the hill.
For the Black Hand. You're there for now.
Killed by a bleeding huntsman. Look at this
I gotta say, I didn't like them ruins.
This is quite a good place to find bearers.
Just a pile of black, brooding stone in the moonlight, and no treasure in sight. Jacob, he starts poking around, looking for the treasure and all, and he uncovers one of them
Again.
glowing tablets.
More enemies are waiting.
Voice, you know the one, starts talking about constellations and sunsets, and swearing the curse
Yeah,
of
so
Jacob
in this
and
place
dragging
you
us
might
up
find
another
priests
hole
from
in the
all
cave.
religions,
I ain't never seen
as
anything.
well as
It had
lots of
skin,
sorcerers.
plague
You can
cords,
see.
and black, bristling fur. Its eyes were glowing like coals of hell, and when it reared up,
Sometimes
the
there's
wings
quite
blotted out the moonlight.
a
It
few
took Jacob
interesting
first,
things you can
just
find,
stabbing
like
forward
food,
and tearing his head clean
signs,
off. The other boys were
bindings,
screaming and scrambling, trying to reach the rope and get down
and that's
before
just
this
about
beastie
it.
could take us. I got to the rope and started sliding down, burning my hands as I went.
Yeah, so there we go. This is a Mitra priest. I think at the top I've already killed a different priest.
The rope was swaying and slapping me into the cliff
And
face,
this is
and I was scrambling, and then it let go.
the inner side of the Black Galleon.
And I fell, but I crashed on top of the
See,
tree.
I think there was
and
something
passed
at
out.
the top.
When I awoke,
Let's
it
have
was
a quick
lonely
look.
here in the desert with sandstorms swirling it. I got myself into some shelter, and then we found me here. I'm
And
bringing
it was
Kobe
just
back
a
to the
loot
ship for
chest.
judgment. Personally, I think we can hang him from the edge.
Okay,
He's
now
obviously lying.
as you can see, there is quite a wide area over here populated by the Black Hand. Although it is, let's say, part of the Black Galleon as it is next to it, it is named separately. I think Galleon Bird or something like that. We'll just find out in a second. Again, there will be a lot of fighters over here. And there's also a lot of trolls like blacksmiths.
Tell the others to go hang themselves.
But there's also some more bearers. Basically, if you need these, the supply chests, this is the perfect place to get them from.
Killed by a bleed landsman.
Supply material, basically. Okay, let's have a quick look around again. Another bearer. Yeah, So those can actually save you time sometimes if you're lucky enough to find some tier 3 bearers. They can be quite valuable. Okay, again, plenty of more fighters. Who are basically trying to keep you away from entering the Black Galleon. Okay, that's nice. I had no idea there is one of these camps posted over here. Can get rid of some of those sorcerer spells. These guys are here with the event. They can sell you a couple of things. They can sell you some trolls, some more supplies, depending what you need. And again, this is called Voyager's Vigil, sorry. Confusing it with something else.
Start running now and I won't have to kill you.
Alchemist.
Pokey pokey, mate.
Let's see what this guy was. An armorer. Plenty of sorcerers around. Again, another sorcerer. Oh, this is a good place to come with a truncheon and some bindings. These guys might be quite helpful for the event. But even if you do want just some crafters, it might be a good location. There should also be, yeah, and there we go. This is one of Erasma's notes, if I remember well.
I think I must be dreaming. I visited pirates today. Pirates in the middle of a desert.
If you're wondering who Razma is and haven't played the game and don't know, Razma is the character that Conan saves in the beginning of the
canyon. They
game.
dress in pirate garb and call themselves the Black Hand. They claim to be searching for a way
She
out
has
of the
traveled
exiled
around.
lands, the same as Cartographer.
And after you find the pieces of her journal, you will actually find more about the Exiled lands.
I did not speak to their
There's
leader,
plenty of
the
lore in
butcher
them.
of Khwarazm, but I saw her from a
So,
distance.
this is
Formidable
basically
woman.
it.
Whatever these fools who follow her think,
Okay, so
she
now
has a
the
real
next step
plan.
in the journey is to find
Jakad and I have agreed
Shelha.
to continue west. According to Jakad, there are more ruins out there. An entire city.
Shelha
Though
is
he claims that
basically
it is
on my
dangerous.
way.
But beyond it, in the
Over
northwest is the city where his people can
See
be
if I
found.
can
Our search continues.
find the way down. Okay, so Shelha is actually over here in the jungle. Only need to find a safe way to get down from here. Okay, so as you can see in this area there's plenty of enemies, rock noses, there's some sun reapers, so it's quite a decent area if you're looking to level up your trolls. Or if you want to get some ichor from the Sandy Reapers. Okay, so on my way to Shelha, I might as well kill another world boss. I do need some keys for later on in the game, some skeleton keys. Yeah, so over here there is a safari camp. I don't remember its exact name, but I do remember that in the area there's also a white tiger war boss. Yeah, so if you can use shortcuts like I am right now, that's even better. It will make the game much simpler for you. Okay, so as I said, and I've already marked him on the map. Over here you can find the white tiger. Now, early in the game this guy might be quite dangerous. A little bit later in the game is basically your prey. Never forget to take your skeleton key. You will surely need it later. Okay, so in order to reach Shelha, you will have to cross onto this side, and as you can see there's plenty of swimming to do around. If you want, you can do that yourself, or you can ride your mount, swim across. It doesn't say anywhere how it has to be done. It's up to you to choose. Now, if I remember well, and I think I do, on those islands over here you will be able to find some Komodo dragons in case you need some, you want to raise some babies, some baby Komodo dragons. You can come over here, have a look around the island and grab one of them, or maybe more if you can find more. There's quite a few birds over here as well that you will end up fighting if you get too close to them. There's also some horses, some foals that you can raise into horses. Let's see. Of course, the kappas or shalebacks are also here. Now, if I remember well, on this island you will find a rock branch. I don't need to play with him. I actually need to get myself to here and to Shelha. I know there are plenty of players that are using the jungle as an early game place to build their bases, and probably they do that multiplayer version, in the online version of the game. I am playing single player now. It's just to give some tips and tricks for new players, so they know what to expect. So this is apparently Pitfall Pass. So I did say that I'm going to use my force. Apparently I'm not using the poor force long enough. But to be fair, its stamina is quickly draining, so that is one of the reasons why I'm not so keen on using him. Yeah, so basically now you could go any way you want, but I'll just go here. Yeah, the jungle is populated with crocodiles. If I'm not mistaken, there are also some exile camps in the area. There we go, there is one camp over here. Again, there will be some swimming. So this is where you can learn specialist cooking 10. It is called Drifter's Rest. I have been passing through this place quite a few times, but I nearly forgot about this. Yeah, so as you can see, it can be quite useful if you want to gather more dishes that you can cook. Okay, so once you reach this point, it's basically obvious on the map. There is a route you can take. There's a pathway. This is Zoltar's Crossing. Usually in this area you'll find some shoebill birds, sometimes some snakes. As you go forward, you start meeting some gorillas. There's also a lore tablet over here.
This path leads only to trouble. Your people dwell east of here in the swamps, but to cross the curse wall is death. Understand the wall was built to power the bracelets, to give sorcerers power when far from home. But your betrayal forced us. Now the wall is a barrier, and only those with permission may pass.
There isn't
Your kind do not have
much visibility.
You are trapped within these lands. It was our ultimate defense against the treachery of your
Both
kind.
night and raining.
Not go east.
Yeah, so once you've reached the Gate of the Moon, if you're coming from the west side to the east, you will notice that you're getting closer. You will see the Lemurian statues over here. Now, over here it does look like it's quite a maze. It could be tricky. The Avenue of the Sun. There will be plenty of gorillas around. But taking a closer look, I've already unlocked the journey step. Now this is a good area to level up your trolls early in the game. Also over here you will find some apes. It's not just gorillas. So all of them will be quite helpful to level up yourself or your trolls. So it's technically a maze over here. Now, since I am in this place, was basically I've already covered this part, the Celestial Plaza, which leads to the Palace of the Witch Queen, Dagon's Embrace, which is basically in this area, and the entrance to the Sunken City dungeon are over there. But there's also something important over here, if I remember well. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so if you take a look down there, I'm not sure it can be seen though. Yeah, there is noxious gas. So make sure before coming over here that you have a mask. There will be some gorillas to fight. And just to see what it is protected by the noxious gas, it's lots of black lotus. Now, of course, coming over here with a sickle would be much more useful. Yeah, so this is basically it. If you want, you can go to here and basically explore most of the ruins. You can go back to the top and find your way towards the exact symbol of Shelha, which is the home of the Lemurians. Although, to be fair, it is just ruins. So, next place, again, it's one of the locations I've uncovered, finding Separ Meru. Sadly, it is quite far away on the other side. Fortunately, now that's light, I can actually navigate faster to here. Steep. So if you want, if you're in the area, you can actually explore the dungeons and everything, unless you've done so before. Okay, now this is tricky, not being able to use things when you're mounted. This is actually a bit annoying, to be fair. It's quite a long journey. My advice, if you do have like some small camp around here, you can place a map room and then teleport straight away to the other side, closer to Sefer Meru. If not, you just have to manually get there. So just run or ride your horse to that place. It is not necessarily the easiest thing to do, but there's no other option. You can take that one. So once again, if you do want to stay and fight, or if you want to build yourself a home around here, there's nothing to stop you. In my case, I'm not interested in the area. I haven't really ever been interested in this area. Now, if you're playing single player and you want to go back the same way, there is quite a high chance that the white tiger has spawned back. So you can get yourself another key. Go. So, let's see. He isn't quite bad at dealing damage, especially for me. Although, in the face of two Cimmerian berserkers, he becomes nothing. Okay, those are nice drops, thank you very much. Usually, before this playthrough, I wasn't using mounts. Well, it seems like they are quite useful even on this map. I was mostly using them on the Isle of Sipta, to be honest. From what I can see, they can be quite useful on the Exiled lands as well. All these canyons and everything, I wasn't sure that they're quite useful. So you do have to stop quite a lot when it comes to these rock formations. You can see they can stop you from going at high speed. So I've actually saved quite a bit of time. If you want, you can always run. If you want to explore everything in detail, instead of just doing the cartographer journey, then you might actually spend some time over here. Now, before I go to Sepermeru, I do want to visit my camp. If I remember well, I did take the key Asma's quarters from when I was the palace of the Witch Queen. That key will allow me to visit Razma. I did mention her earlier on. I found one of her journal pages. She is the woman saved by Conan at the beginning of, well, exactly when you open the game, when you start it. So the fastest way for me will be through the unnamed city, I think, which will become quite easy to go through once you're using the mount. Because you can always pass through it by yourself. There are plenty of wide spaces where there are not so many enemies, or none at all. Okay, so as I said, I need to kind of look for that key. I know I did get it somewhere. I don't remember exactly where. Okay, looks like my small army of animals over there took care of. There we go. This is the key to Erasmus quarters. I might as well drop a couple of the things that I'm not using and check what is inside of these. Yeah, so unfortunately it's not always you're going to get good things from those supply materials. There are times when you can get really useful things. Especially now that it's harder to farm crystals. This was a perfect finding, to be honest. I did make myself a small fortune over here. I do intend to use it at some point. And I do have plenty of weapons over here. Okay. So, as I said, I kind of need to go through here.
There's a strange scent on the wind.
So, if you're only doing the journey like I'm doing right now, and you don't feel like fighting these guys, as you can see, you can run quickly past them, especially on horseback. You don't necessarily need to be on horseback, as you can do it by yourself as well. It's quite easy to go through, even when it comes to the skeletons. Just one thing to remember, if you do go to Sepermeru, make sure that before you start running, if you're going to the unnamed city or if you're going some other way, make sure that you have a sandstorm mask on. Okay, I might need to go a little bit down over here. So, there we go, there are plenty of pathways. So I'm actually kind of faster at moving on my own through here instead of riding a horse. Though I'm supposed to see a lot better like this, I am a little bit lost. Okay, now this is going to be a little bit tricky for my little horse. Hello, bye-bye. Yeah, so as you can see, the map is really useful. You can use it to guide yourself to reach the destination. Now again, a very good area over here if you're looking for iron. It's quite perfect. It's nice and flat, so to be fair, it might be quite good for building. The main issue is that there's barely any trees, so that could become a big problem if you want to build in the area. Unless, of course, you already have the materials. there are a couple of trees over here, but honestly, when you're building, you need them quite close by. Now, before entering Sepemeru, I do want to get my guys on defensive, my trolls, because otherwise it's going to be a war over here. Also, since I'm here, I want to check another thing. Okay, so I've already talked to Conan. Okay, so in order to do this next step, you just need to get yourself over here, somewhere around here, and it will pick the next journey step. There we go. Now, since I am in the area, I do want to visit Razma. And to find Razma, you just need to come over here where the relic hunter gear can be unlocked. You can see on this house you can unlock the relic hunter armor and the epic armor set. And then you can craft them in your armorer's bench. And again, the reason why I got this key from inside here, from inside the palace of the Witch Queen, is to enter this room. You just have to interact with the door, although they seemed open, and there we go. This is Razma, the one that was saved by Conan. As you can see, she has quite a nice decor over here, but there's nothing you can actually learn. So, there we go. Let me just refill my water. Okay, so as you can see, there are plenty of trolls. I've already visited Sepemeru before and went through detail. It's quite huge, extending all over this area. Sorry, all over this area. There are some more bosses around. And plenty of trolls you can grab, but you will have to fight a lot. You're coming here to grab trolls. As you can see, there's plenty of fighters, taskmasters, and so on, archers as well. Okay, so next on the road is New Asgard, which can be found over here. On my way over there, I'm going to make a stop at the Shatter Springs. But before I even go there, I will play a little bit with this guy. The King Rhino. I don't know when this happened, but apparently this guy is taking damage a lot faster than he used to. But to be fair, I'm not unhappy about that. So as I mentioned, look, how big Sefer Meru is. Okay, that was bad. Now I know why I usually avoid using a mount, and it's specifically because of this. They're not always that nice to use around rocks. But once you find the pathway, then you don't have to care that much about it. No idea where my trolls have gone. And I forgot, I do need to place them back on aggressive. So one of the reasons why I'm visiting the Shatter Springs before going to New Asgard is because I did get myself plenty of star metal ore, and some black ice. But in order to make the star metal bars, I need some more brimstone. And to be fair, this is the best place to get it from. As long as you have why the Pikachu are they attacking my beautiful horse? Yeah, so this is the best place to get your brimstone, as long as you have the Sunstorm Mask or anything that keeps gas away, and especially if you have Star Metal Pickaxe. Of course, bringing in a mace would be good, or a trowel with a mace. And out of noses over here can be quite brutal. Now, don't make the mistake of thinking that this area is safe. As you can see, once you've taken the mask off, it will start affecting you. If you need some dry wood, oh, apparently this is normal wood. I think at some point it used to be dried wood. Of course, you can get some brimstone from these guys as well. Maximize the quantity you're getting. You can also harvest them. Yeah, so the reason why I'm harvesting so fast is because I do have expertise at level 15. That's why I'm also able to carry so much. Now this is also a good area to level up your trolls. And your rock noses both over here and around. So I think I'm just gonna reach my aim quite quickly. I only wanted to get like 2000. But as you can see, I've already covered just like half of it, or maybe just a third. There are still plenty of deposits over here, over there. On the other hand, on that side there is one more boss. Let's see. There we go, over there. There's no point in fighting him. So now it's off to New Asgard. Now let's see if I can find a proper way to get there fast. I think it should be to here. Again, more rock noses around this area. Now, this is another reason why I got my horse with me. It can surely carry quite a lot. This area can be a little bit dangerous. There's plenty of wolves around. Usually, once you reach this place, the highlands, which are extending somewhere around here, up to over here, it's mostly wolves. And some elks that will try to stop you. There's also some boars. And there's also the heirs of the north. Now, when it comes to the heirs of the north, there are quite a few camps around. Now, most of them are small, like this one over here. Well, they can make quite a good place to get yourself some decent gear. Have to be careful though. These guys have good armor, and most of them are using hardened steel weapons. Okay, so as you can see, you can find hardened steel bows or weapons, you can find steel cleavers and other things that are useful to yourself. You can find these guys, Fafnir, the innate archers. Most of the time inside the towers you'll find some pieces of decoration. Come on, why do they have to follow me here? If you have too many followers, it's going to get hard. Go out. Oh, you can always just climb up. And as a warning, there will be at least one enemy around. Usually there's an archer. And of course, one of these. Okay, so I haven't actually seen this one before. The hyena, which can be used for butchering, that's nice. Okay, so this is not necessarily the reason why I came here. The actual reason is this. As you look in the middle over here, you can already see that's a huge camp over there. And that's New Asgard. Now, these guys are placed both outside and inside. I'll just go to the main entrance and then show you exactly what I mean. Around here, usually you will find some wolves. There's some living agents, some berries, other things that can be useful to you. Okay, there's a small camp over here, just in front of New Asgard, in front of the entrance of New Asgard. Some mammoths in the area as well. Now, here that with the events, there's also this over here. Okay, so basically, once you want to enter it, there will be someone watching over. Now this guy will either be an archer or, in this case, it was a fighter. You can see it's already showing up on the map with the banner of the heirs of the north, stag or elk, just like it was in Stormwatch. And just like before, since it is quite a unique place, it's showing up in a different color. Now, if you go on the outside, there will be some enemies here as well. sometimes there are some journals or some chests inside these buildings. Again, if you want to fully explore it, you can have a look just outside these walls. Now, from what you could see earlier, and now these guys are animal tamers. So most of the time there will be animals here as well. Again, more animals and more enemies.
For the north!
Now, if you're coming here early in the game, this will be quite hard, to be honest. Unless you're already good at the game. So if you're a new player, I don't advise you to come in here unprepared. Take your time, come here exactly when you're absolutely ready. Again, it's quite a good place where you can find trolls. And over here there's a special enemy, this one. Crossbear, which will drop Misha's bite. Some pretty interesting daggers. I'm not gonna take them because I don't really need them, they don't do that much damage, and I do have something that's a lot better. But this is Misha, and see, she is actually a demonic bear. More enemies are waiting in the area. And just like before, on this side there will be a hobo. Okay, inside the hobo there's usually at least one enemy. Again, you can have a look around. You never know when you can find a journal or a loot chest. I'm now basically back at the entrance. Yeah, so this will be quite tricky. Over here there's plenty of enemies around, so you need to be careful not to get yourself surrounded by too many.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
The Northheimers, or the heirs of the North, are not so weak. You can actually go through immediately. See, they can do quite a bit of damage to myself or my trolls. Even though we are wearing pretty good armor. Yeah, so some of the kobolds might have something useful, sometimes you can find something outside. There's no shortage of trolls, as you can see. bountiful treasure chest you can find here sometimes. Okay, so now if you want you can go down and around, but I want to explore this bit a little bit too. Yeah, you can find some of these perfected hardened steel weapons, some hardened steel arrows. Of course, inside here there will surely be more enemies unless you've already took them out, or some chests you can loot. Of course, plenty of enemies around this area. I think this is actually quite a populated settlement, to be honest. There's no shortage of enemies and they do eat quite well. Make sure to have some aloe extracts ready. But on the other hand, it is quite useful because they might drop these and you can recycle them into hardened steel. Or if you don't have gear that's already good, you can use that gear they are dropping. You can see they have quite nice teamwork. They're not so easy to mess around with. You cannot go up the towers, but you can still go inside these hovels. Yeah, so again, lots of enemies. Yeah, so first I'm gonna go on the borders of the settlement next to the wall, and then I will start making my way to the middle. Again, lots of different types of trolls. See, taskmasters, fighters, crafters, sorcerers over here. They can even drop the heavy armor pieces of the pioneer set. again, plenty of decorations in here, and plenty of enemies to fight. Okay, they also have an altar to Ymir, the same god that the ice giants are praying to. From time to time there is a chance that you might find the main priest over here. This is basically the outer layer of their hovels. And to go to the center, you will see their totems over here. You can actually learn how to craft them over here at outside the Temple of Frost. Now, again, there's plenty of enemies around. It's annoying, some of them do have the black nice weapons, especially I think it's just a priest as well. Okay, have a look around. It's not always going to result in finding something really useful, but there are from time to time some various good things that you can grab from here. Might as well grab this one. So these guys are quite religious, as you can see. Oh, that's nice. You can find some hardened steel weapons over here, which you can recycle, as I will do. Okay. There are more hovels around here. There's a way to get up back, but I've already been there. So as you can see, quite a few enemies. Sometimes if you come with a big party, it can be hard to go around. We even have some tame mountain goats over here. Again, plenty of decor. You can see they do like to train. There's plenty of pots. I've already been there, no point in going there. The only unexplored bit is go here, which basically leads outside. Again, you can see there are some monuments over here dedicated to here. And there's one more building. Okay, so this will basically lead to the exit. Now, if you don't go fast enough or you take your time, these guys will have a chance to respawn. Guards. And this is basically the new Asgard. Okay, so next on my list is the Mounds of the Dead. Fortunately, I also have a camp nearby. Yeah, considering there's plenty of lightning, I don't think I need a light source just yet. You can see over there at the top there are more settlements of the heirs of the north around. Over here at these towers, there's again quite a huge area where the heirs of the north are. If you want, there are a couple of older videos of mine where you can see exactly where to find them and what you can find inside them, including camp that has a tier 4 fighter that will always spawn in there. And the heirs of the north are quite a good faction to have thralls from, to be honest. Even though I do prefer the Cimmerian berserkers. Okay, so there are many ways to reach the Mounds of the Dead. Well, ways, to be honest. Not that many. You can either come through this side and reach it from here, or you can come through here. In my case, if I'm coming from New Asgard, it's easier to here. Over here you might want to have some good gear that will keep you warm, at least until you reach that area where the Mounds of the Dead are. And that's not very far. Once again, up here, Skyfall Ridge is the place where you can see the meteors fall, provided that you have bow and some explosive arrows, and of course a pickaxe or pick. You can get yourself some decent amounts of star metal ore, which can then be turned into bars. Lots and lots of iron over here, so if you ever need to farm major quantities of iron, this is the place where you need to come. There's also a lot of stone, lots of trees around here. Basically, it's a perfect place to make yourself some refined wood, the shape wood or the insulated wood, or bricks or hardened bricks or anything like that. Also, if you need faster star metal bars, you can farm these guys. Always, but from time to time they do drop the weapons and you can recycle them. Also, they do drop or have hardened steel pieces over here. As you could see, bows or steel skinning knife. The arrows. Okay, so while I have been over here at the Mounds of the Dead before, and I did farm them quite a bit, I only farmed them just outside over here. As you can see, I already completed the step just by arriving at this place. But I will go into it. Okay, so again, these are perfect for you to turn into bars. As I mentioned before, and it can be seen in my previous videos, I do have quite a couple of things over here piled up. Okay, and as I said, I do have plenty of star metal ore and plenty of black ice, but I was missing something, and that was this, the brimstone. And now I can make myself a good quantity of star metal bars. So I did bring myself a dancer. And I actually bought a named archer. Yeah, so these are not exactly the strongest ones you can find, but some time ago I did manage to buy them for 100 gold each from over here at Flotsam. And if you want, you can have a look back at that episode, or I've actually covered the merchants of Flotsam. Okay, so now that I'm at the Mounds of the Dead, again, as you can see, it is marked in a different color. Let's see, I think one of these guys should have, yeah. Okay, so I do have quite a small army of Cimmerian berserkers over here, as I was trying to get these guys with some better stats. Oh, this one actually leveled up nicely, and with some pretty decent perks. And this one didn't really do such a good job. It mostly got its agility points from perks, feeding my trolls with agility points, so those will have to be re-rolled at some point. There is an elixir with this, the basic sorcery. At some point, once you level up your Tome of Turak, you will discover that elixir. It does take some rare resources to make it. Once you use it on your trolls, you can re-roll their perks. Now, since I am at the Mound of the Dead, I'm going to explore them as well. First step first is where you can get the Cimmerian Berserker. He or she, depending on what will spawn over here, will be at this location.
Your death will be as painless as your life!
Exactly here, inside this small lake. As you can see, they do drop some decent things. If you want, you can use them to dress up your small army, as I'm trying to do at the moment. If not, you can just recycle them and get some hardened leather. Okay, so the main entrance, or at least what I see as the main entrance, is this one. I think there's two of them, to be fair, this one and this one, and then you can have a look around there. It's quite well guarded, as you can see. Yeah, there's plenty of enemies here, NPCs. Watch out for the ones that carry maces, because those are quite threatening. Doesn't matter if they're warriors or if they are crafters, they still pack quite a hard punch. But they do drop these weapons from time to time, so you can recycle them. Yeah, so from what you can see, mainly they can give you some feasts with some extra armor chances. Get like 60 extra armor, but at the moment I want my followers to deal the extra damage. There's sorcerers around. Again, don't forget about the ones that have the maces. And the maces will damage through armor. You can see there's a perfected hardened steel weapons you can find over here, and they can be recycled. I think there was supposed to be something else. Yeah, another chest. Unfortunately, that one is quite useless in my case, as it only has beverages. Yeah, the decor is quite rough, but it does reflect how they live. Again, if you take a better look around the camp, you will find plenty of loot chests and plenty of enemies. Yeah, so from here you can either go this way or this way. I'm just going through here and then come back. Now, sadly, while you might find various type of trials over here, it is a bit risky. And it's mainly because these guys are quite strong and they have those strong weapons. So they can do a lot of damage both to yourself or to your trolls. I wouldn't necessarily recommend you this place to get your trolls from. Oh, this is actually someone I would have loved to have on my side. I think she's one of the best Cimmerians to have, Dalincia Snowhunter. Sadly, I didn't have a truncheon with me, so there was no way in making her mine. Over here you can find Specialist Cooking Tree. Let's see. Okay, so as you can see, there's quite a few useful things, especially the spiced and the herbal tea, which are very useful in the cold and hot areas. Basically, if you're using the spiced tea, you'll be able to easily survive around here. If you're using the herbal tea, it's going to be easier inside the volcano. Now, again, an enemy over here. Okay, as you get over here, you'll meet
A shadow in the mist.
a fighter. Again, if they have a warhammer or a mace, be careful both for yourself and for your trolls. These guys do not play. Another fighter. You can see they are dealing quite a bit of damage to my trolls. And there are wall bosses that are not dealing that damage. Alrighty there. Yeah, so seems like I've already attracted everyone from here. You can have a look around, see if you can loot anything valuable. These are valuable. They can be exchanged later for 500 gold. You might want to grab them and hold on to them. Over here you can learn alchemical decor. So there we go, you can now craft tomes, jars, elixirs and other things, paper, bottles, which you can use to decorate. They don't have any other use, unfortunately. Okay, let's see. Over here there's usually a patrolling fighter. And over there at that circle, I think they mostly pray, but that's actually one of the trickiest parts of the Mounds of the Dead. And I'll show you immediately why that is. Just actually going to swap to this. Okay, so the reason why that part is quite tricky is because the enemies in there are quite a few. Since I missed my chance of them come. Okay. So there we go. There's plenty of them. So was as a precaution, laying out all those traps, so to say. Because if most of these guys would have had maces, then both myself and my trolls would be in great danger. Now, there will be some loot over here. Oh, that's nice, a crystalline arm. That's very good, to be honest. Yeah, this guy would have been nice, but to be honest, considering how strong the others are, I wouldn't actually have had the chance to knock him down properly.
I'll show him something.
Okay, so now there are a couple of mounds over here too. These are well guarded as well, especially by these guys with the maces. Yeah, so what makes them dangerous is the armor penetration. And the fact that these fighters are a lot stronger than other fighters across the Exile lands. Now again, always have a look around. You never know when you'll find something. I don't remember all the locations because I haven't really played the map in quite a long time. Or at least I haven't been in this area for a long time. Okay, so if you can jump through here. Let's see, I think there's a couple more guards around. And there's one.
There's something moving out there.
Yeah, so I did get from them quite a few star metal items, which means I can get myself some more bars once I reach a dismantling table, dismantling bench. Over here there's some more guards, second entrance. There's supposed to be one over there too. They're watching the entire area. Yeah, so they're not always going to drop star metal weapons, especially not the archers. But it is a good thing that they do drop them. Some years ago when I started playing, again this is mainly for new players, as those who have been here before already know it. they wouldn't drop the armor pieces, they wouldn't drop the weapons, so nice. Okay, over here you can learn the chicken emote. You can get yourself a blacksmith. Basically, the main camps will allow you to get really decent things like these, the chain bindings. Okay, and this is another tricky part. There are plenty of side. See, I'm dead over there. They are doing quite a lot of damage to my trolls. Yeah, so there we go. It's more than 1,000 damage just because my troll got caught by one of those with the mace. Sadly, they didn't also drop the mace. Okay, you can also learn specialist cooking 4 over here. Again, not necessarily the best things, but you do need, as far as I remember, you need the steak eggs in order to cook the hearty fist. So they kind of chain up together. It's inside this mound, at the mound of the dead. Okay. We'll have some sorcerer over here. Okay, another barrel. Nice. And it's a tier 3, so the supply materials should be quite decent. Same goes for earlier when I got them from a named one. So now going back to when I started exploring the mounds of the dead. As you can see, these guys are already spawning over here, the warriors.
Come and die!
Okay, so this is basically the first one. I have been inside it and I have went through here, but I didn't really explore this bit. Now here on the hill you should find some entertainer. There's an archer around here. Oh, no, another entertainer apparently. That was nice, donating a mace. Ooh, and another mace, that's nice. And this is basically the start of the camp. Yeah, watch out for ones with maces. Yeah, so this was basically the mounds of the dead. Not the friendliest place, to be honest. Especially if you want to get yourself trowels, that's even harder. Okay, so my friends over here could use some gear. I can recycle all of these. So it's quite a useful way of getting star metal bars, and then if you need some equipment, you can easily craft it. Okay, let's drop these. Now I did get these. This one was disappointing, to be honest. This one was decent. Okay, and there's just one more step in this journey. Okay, so I've got these. Just to be sure, I will take some of this food with me. Okay, so from what I understand, when it comes to the volcano, the best way of actually unlocking the last step of the journey of the cartographer is to go through here. Somewhere around here, I think, if I remember well. There are more ways of getting inside the volcano, but I think that's the best way. So it looks like I need to make my way there. Now, I do have these for when entering the volcano. Vehemence elixir. Now, you will be able to learn it all the way over here at Flotsam. You will need to interact with one of the pirate queens or something like that, and she will teach you the knowledge for it. It is called, let's see, it is called Stygian Alchemy, the knowledge. Come on. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm just gonna try something to see if I can unlock it. The last step. If not, I'll just have to go around for a little bit. So one thing you'll need to remember is that this place will be really cold. You can either go with one of those elixirs. Unfortunately, they do make you tipsy. Don't remember the exact duration though. If not, for this part, for the cold one, you can use salt pill. It will keep you warm. And there is another shield you can use. That one will keep you cold inside the volcano. Now, you can see this area is quite safe. And there is one thing that's annoying about this elixir. See, your stamina is reduced by 50 after consuming it when you get a headache. So be prepared for that part. Okay, so this is one of the main ways to go inside the volcano. You can see there's a huge cave. It is called Dragon Mouth, if I remember well. Okay, so apparently that elixir is not so good. I will need to have some of that tea with me if I go inside the volcano. Okay, so when it comes to Dragon Mouth, you just need to walk inside here. You will have the loading screen. If you want to go back, you go that way. If you want to go forward, you go this way. Okay, as you can see, in this room lava is already pouring. There is a small bridge over here. Okay, you can see this gate hints that there's another civilization, and once you enter the gate, it will lead you inside the volcano. Now, initially it's hot, it's going to be very hot. If you're using this, it should be cooling you down. So, unfortunately, it doesn't work. Over there you have the Well of Skelos, that's one of the dungeons in the game. Over there there's more of the volcano area. So, since this step doesn't work, it looks like I'll have to find another way to enter the volcano. Again, I'm not really that delighted about this, about the Vehemence Elixir. It is quite useful, to be fair, although it does make you tipsy and then it gives you the headache, but the duration of the effects is way too short, so I'm not really interested in it. Okay, so that's an extremely cold environment. Again, having Soul Spiel will help you in this case. I also do have the Redeemed Legion helmet and a couple of other pieces that might help, although the Silent Legion or Redeemed Legion will be the one making the difference. If not, the teas that I've just unlocked the recipes from the Mounds of the Dead will actually be useful. Okay, so as I mentioned before, I will need to get somewhere around here. It will basically be somewhere above the Black Keep. We'll just have to keep on running on the mountain. Just make sure, if you're going the way I'm going, that you have plenty of stamina. Otherwise, you might end up in a really bad situation. If not, you can simply come over here at Emir's Delusion, get past those giants, and you can make your way to here. Sadly, it's not quite a fast road to take, even if you have your horse with you. Again, you're just passing by the Black Keep. You can see towers from the Black Keep, of the ruins of Shulan. And on the left, you can see the volcano. And over there in the distance, right there, you can see there is a pathway. And that's what I'm aiming for. this is good. Since you're going inside the volcano, you might want to grab onto a little bit of ice. Okay, so as I said, Soul Spill is the shield you want for this area, for the frozen one. And I think it's called Mournhold or something like that. It's the shield for the warm area, for the volcano. I will have to find that one before I actually try to enter and explore. So unlike the other ones, okay, so now I've actually done the Cartographer journey by getting over here, and I've unlocked Valeria's sword. Yeah, so it should be somewhere around here. There we go. If I remember well, it does require some star metal, so make sure to have some ready. It is an epic weapon after all. Okay, so as you can see, you can get very cold in this area. But once you get past this, it's not the same thing anymore, it's the hot area. There will be some of these obsidian deposits. I don't really use obsidian on this map, so I'm not interested in it. You can see it's getting hot. There will be some obsidian rock noses over here. Now it's getting very hot, and you can just apply some ice, which will cool you down. Fortunately, it's not cooling you down by a lot, so be careful. So this is the civilization of the Serpent Men, the people in the volcano. You can see there's quite a couple of buildings over here, which you can access from various places. There's more obsidian deposits over there, so again you can harvest them. Now, usually when you're harvesting obsidian, you can also find goldstone, but as you can see, it's quite small quantities, as well as raw ash, again in quite small quantities. So these are kind of rare, but if you do need them, this is where you get them. Now, fortunately, after lots of updates, especially the Age of War in Conan, you will have skeletons dropping those both the raw ash and the see. Okay, this is not good, it's too cold. Yeah, so you'll have both goldstone and raw ash from the skeletons. Might as well farm them from them instead of getting over here. Although, to be fair, you can find plenty of gold around without actually needing the goldstone. So this is basically how you get that journey to go through. Now, in my case, I will want to go after the Well of Skelos. As I said, the entrance to it is through here to Dragonmouth. The main issue is without that shield that has warm insulation, I'm not planning on entering it. So I'll probably skip it, then go back to it. Or just simply go to the Sunken City again, because that's where you can find most of the legendary loot chests inside the dungeon. I'll just have to farm a lot of key for. Yeah, so apparently I went around a little bit. If you go through here, you can actually quickly go from Dragonmouth to that location over here, the Hidden Way. Yeah, as I said, there are plenty of other ways around here and around here that will get you inside the volcano. One of the most useful is Dragonmouth, which will land you close to this, the Well of Skelos. Yeah, again, this area is quite nice and peaceful from Dragonmouth to all the way over here. I haven't actually seen many enemies. I think there's like 1 or 2 elks around. Other than that, you can just enjoy some peace and quiet. Plenty of trees around here. There's plenty of stone. So again, if you want to build anything, it's quite a decent area where you can that. So honestly, after actually using this, my advice is get yourself some spiced food and some spiced tea if you want to explore the frozen area and you don't have this shield, or even if you have it and you want to be extra certain, because at some points you might not be able to use it. And get yourself those after unlocking the recipes from the Mounds of the Dead from over here. And if you want to go inside the volcano, get yourself the iced tea. If I remember well, you need the herbal tea, which is unlocked at the same time with the spiced tea. Let's see, which one was it? So I think it's Specialist Cooking 6. No, it's 3. Yeah, so that herbal tea, if you have a good enough cook, usually a tier 3 or tier 4, they can turn it into iced tea, of course using some ice. And the iced tea will not have the effect that the Vehemence Elixir has, the headache, getting yourself tipsy. But also make sure that you have, of course you can go for these for the redeem legend pieces when going in there, especially if you're going for the Well of Skelos. They will be useful. If not, just like Soulspiel is good for frozen areas, you can find, I think, Mournhold or something like that in legendary chests, and once you have that one, will pretty much allow you to go inside the volcano without worrying too much. Also, as you could see earlier, simple ice would help as well. Might as well say hello to my neighbors over here, see if they can drop some weapons for me. Okay, that was nice. Yeah, so another reason why this area is good to build is because you have plenty of these coal deposits, so you can use them as fuel. Although, to be fair, I do prefer to have dry wood. Yeah, and that's it. Home sweet home. Okay, so this was actually quite a long journey, to be honest. So let's drop some of these over here. I'm not going to use that, so I'm dropping it. Yeah, so as a recap, if you want, when you're doing this journey, the Cartographer, which does take you all around the map in some important places and allows you to discover some good recipes, as well as the sword, Valerie's sword. You have to reach the first step, the summoning place. Then you would need to go to the Black Galleon, which is over here. Then you will need to get to Chelha, which is over here. After Chelha, honestly, I would have made an intermediate step by going over here to the den. Then, after Chelha, you need to reach Sepermeru. From Sepermeru, you can come over here, then Nuasagard. Then you need to visit the Mounds of the Dead. And from the Mounds of the Dead, you can make your way next to Image Delusion, or you can come to Dragon Mount and come over here to the Hidden Highway to get to the volcano. And the reward is Valerie's sword. Let's see, it should be somewhere around here. I think I went past it. Yeah, so there we go, Valerie's sword. Let's see, I can actually craft one. As far as I can see, it's not necessarily that good. You can easily find legendary swords that are a lot better, but if you do have a blacksmith in here, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to get a much better weapon. So it does have some armor penetration, it does have some health damage, good health damage, and cripple effect, but I wouldn't necessarily go after it specifically. Let's see, I think I do have some trolls over here that might have swords. Not necessarily. Yeah, so there are some much easier to get swords, one-handed ones, that are a lot better, like this one. And you just have to try your luck. Honestly, in this playthrough, at my old camp, which is over here, since I've been raiding the unnamed city and going all around the map for dungeons already, I have plenty of swords, one-handed legendary swords that are much better than Valerie's sword. But then again, if you're a completionist, it's actually worth it. Yeah, so this pretty much sums up this episode. As you could see in single player, since I am playing in single player, it's quite straightforward to go from one place to the other without caring too much about anything. And as you can see, I have my mini camp over here spread all around without actually building anything. Again, you do need some strongish trolls like these guys if you intend to go through the Mounds of the Dead or over here in Asgard. The same goes for when going inside a volcano. I haven't actually explored it yet. I will not explore it until I get the version for heat of this. It will be, I think, more hold or something. With those recipes that I've found, I might also be helped to explore both the volcano and the Well of Skelos, the dungeon. Yeah, so until next time, thank you for watching, either if you are watching the live stream or if you're going to watch the video once it gets posted on my YouTube channel. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.